level 2 is kind of going to be rough here. Like, Vale needs to be able to land his abilities, but if any one of these people, except for Yuzong, get caught out by the Abyssal Arrow, they essentially die.
I mean, okay, I sort of can understand like how Vale is gonna be very easy, because let's be honest, Healer is not like a dash, it's not like a dash or a blink. She's just pretty much just gonna run up in your face, right? So with the Wind Blow and the Wind Blade, it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be really simple for Dominant to literally catch Long here. But for the rest of the team here, it's gonna be relatively difficult.
Yeah, this is interesting, because I firmly believe that Team SMG might actually have the better team composition overall.
Yes.
They have a lot more options. That's what I'm gonna say. Geek Fam, they've got so much damage, like a ridiculous amount of damage in that composition.
But that's only if we actually put into the account where they not only do they get the levels, but the necessary items they need during that mid game. And yes, they will be able to just nuke every single one of them. They don't even need the best of setup either, just pretty much in range in particular.
I mean, yeah, it is a 2-item power spike, but for the most part, if everybody gets at least an item and you have Natalia kind of roaming around, you can actually look for this cleanup crew more times than you can, because again, you are going to be harassing a lot. But I don't know, this is a very risky composition coming in from Geek Fam, so let's go straight into it. We can hear them shouting as they play this game. It is time, do or die. Will Geek Fam bring it to 1-1, or will they bow out of the competition to allow SMG to move forward?
This is pretty much very all or nothing for both of these teams as well here. So let's see how well it really goes. And Saiyajin, I just love the fact, look, Rumpel coming in with the Natalia, finds one just doing as much as use as possible. Does significant amount of damage, which is really big as well. But remember, not significant enough, as remember Rin and Rumpel running right into the face of Gold 10, who punished him a little bit more. And our dear friend Rin was safely able to secure that blue buff for himself.
They need to make sure they take away the Litho Wanderers on both sides here. Yes, you do see Lancelot being able, yeah, no problem, I've got the blue buff, I will be able to use my abilities more times than not, but that doesn't necessarily mean they have better wave clear, and that's what Dominus and Zorn have right now, just insane wave clear from afar. They're not even putting themselves at any disadvantages whatsoever, and Rumpel, he's going to be the scout for the team, allowing them to make the best decisions possible.
Definitely for sure, about our dear friend Akai. Just look exactly where he's positioning himself as well. Saiyajin getting ready to give a lot of information towards himself. He's able to sustain quite a amount of damage. Oh, but sadly the Wind Blade will not be able to connect. So does the Wind Blow.
Lung's looking for him. Lung is like, where's Rumpel? I'm going to find him eventually. Rin is going to finally be able to pick up his red buff on his side of the map safely. Bottom side, going to be a nice slow game. Azoroveki can just... he can play the nice long game here. Yeah. He doesn't have to necessarily do anything, and Khalid has almost no guarantee of killing him.
You know, and the best part about it as well, no matter how much damage you actually do on top of this Khalid, he's going to be able to stay.
What happened?
Oh no, what happened? By the way, Ard's not having the fun side towards his top lane. Zion Saber is able to do quite a amount of damage towards his bot lane. That one potential gank coming up for Rumpel was not enough, because like I said, with the Quicksand Guard on Go 10, he's going to be casually just healing back up. Just like casually just walks away like, cool performance you're passing for me, by the way. By the way, gonna be dropping down the Quicksand Guard. Sally loses.
No, that's so, oh my.
Oh, you got the Raging Sandstorm, and he's gonna be able to get out of the way.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? He powered through the entire Zaman Force there. It really just didn't matter. And unfortunately, like, there weren't any kills on either side. Arts, he didn't hit his level 4. That's gonna be okay. Goten luckily hit his level 4 before anything happened. However, when the next wave comes in, this is going to be a problem. You can see that Geek Fam have given up on their idea of diving down bot side. They need to make their way up top and protect that top tier 1.
I mean, let's be honest, like in a bot lane, right, I'm not surprised at all, because Harrison needs quite a amount of item. Oh god, that gets silent, but remember, no silence, no disrupt. He's going to be able to come up with a Quicksand Guard, but he saw Saiyajin on the way, so he decided to take that chance to see whether he can actually walk all the way and survive as long as possible towards Saiyajin, but sadly, it was not enough.
Good bait coming in from Geek Fam here. They knew for a fact that Goten likes to go for that harass against Azoroveki. Azoroveki probably telling the rest of the team about his behaviors in the lane for the past 2 minutes or so. So you just wait in the brush and just give it a sec. He's going to come, and when he uses his passive, that's when we jump him.
Oh man, but anyway, Rumpel still roaming around, and so here comes Long as well. And now Long, literally, long the Unchainier, especially since he did his job on breaking that first tier tower. Now he can play his role as the roaming around with this Hilda, which he's supposed to be doing and doing a fantastic job about it, by the way. Turtle's going to be able to safely secure, and Ozaraveki, no choice, Balamir Image has to back away instantly. I love the reaction coming from Ozaraveki as well, like instantly spotting Rin, backs away instantly. But then again, this also gives a clear message to the side of Team SMG, like, this guy can run.
I mean, that's the beauty of Claw. His battle mirror image is one of the most nonsensical greatest abilities of all time. Like, it's not the fact that you can put a battle mirror image to go forward, it's the fact that you can take it back as well.
Yeah, but this is why I'm saying it's such an amazing spell, and he already used it this early. And remember, Long and everyone is slowly, they just took Turtle, by the way, rotating towards his bot lane. He's alone. No battle mirror image. I think he's a dead guy.
It's kind of hard to say because do they have the right engaged tools to actually go for this dive? You would say yes if you land the Raging Sandstorm, but if you land the Raging Sandstorm, he's dead anyways.
Why would you need the Raging Sandstorm? I mean, yes, Raging Sandstorm will be good to land, but do you really need it if you have a Hilda that's actually tanking the tower and then you just land something just jumps in with the Phantom Execution?
I don't know, because I needed to look at the map again, because I think when he preemptively used the Battle Mirror image, there was quite a bit of distance, and I don't think Hilda can close that gap as quick as most people would imagine. I mean, yes, she does get the movement speed, but again, it's like quite a distance.
Of course, I'm just talking on an assumption where he doesn't leave the tower. Like he's
that's a good point. But luckily, we're going back in game, so let's find out here.
Okay,
yeah, look,
smart.
He's already getting ready, and Ozaravecki's like, nah, don't want to deal with that whatsoever.
Very smart play. He had to leave the tower. He knows his die was already inevitable as well, and he knows he'll never survive it since he doesn't really have his battle mirror image either. And remember, he doesn't really have flicker too, so he only has to purify. So really smart, really great play, and also just map reading coming from Ozaravecki. Really well played.
Yeah, really good game sense overall, you know. And you know, with the help of his with the communication with the team, at least he can get a better idea of what's the situation on his side of the map, so he can make the best decision possible. Right now, I mean, I really want this game to keep on going because, like, we're trying to see whether or not Geekfam can get out of this rut, because they've been in this rut for a long time where they can't seem to make anything click. Like, yes, you can see moments of absolute opportunity and brilliance and some great individual plays, but we haven't seen them effectively work as a team to win these games, these best of threes.
I mean, now at least there's a little bit of a matchup change here, right? So seeing Ozaravecki bring him first, we saw him with the 1-1. Now with the Claw, I'm like, hey, you know, it's really cool. The fact that you're actually playing. I mean, yes, you can definitely play amazing other marksmen fantastically for sure. But when it comes down to the playoffs, the only marksman he has only close to playing it was the Popo and Koopa back in regular season.
Yeah.
So seeing that this nice change-up as well sort of fits in this kind of thing. So it's really cool. But of course, with the amount of aggression coming from the side of SNG, can he last alone? Remember, he's playing a Claude who needs a lot of items. More items than usual.
Well, I mean, somebody has to bite the bullet here, and right now he isn't going to be covered by the rest of his team.
Yes, because everyone's going to be farming.
Everyone is looking to try and control the top side of the map, which I find kind of interesting here, because they're making sure that they're looking to punish this Khalid as much as possible.
Yeah.
We saw them try to dive bot side, and now they're back on the top side, knowing that Khalid is going to be their weakest link. Everybody else, like Hilda, for an example, aren't going to be prime targets. Lancelot is very hard to catch in general, and not to mention that there's Selena as well. Oh, he's coming in with a blazing duet. No, it's fine, it's fine. He's just not going to take it back, and now he's on the run. There's nothing they could do. He's going to get cut off by the Akai, and Natalia has to do something to make it happen. He's trying to steal and look for stacks. He gets hit by the Thousand Pounder, but now the Battle Mirror image. He spins it around. Is he going to die over to the minion? Slime Senpai picks him off. That was a very close outplay. That was like so close for being amazing.
I'm gonna tell you for now, I can totally agree with you. Getting down was a little bit too close on combat, but it would have been an amazing play. It's just that SMG just sort of just positioned himself in a way where he just has no other options to run from.
Yeah, which is unfortunate to say the least, but what can you do? Bot lane is going to be destroyed. That's going to be 2 towers to 1 in favor of Team SMG as they continue to look to dominate this side of the jungle.
I mean, he could have prayed. I'm just thinking about it.
I don't think that's going to help him in game.
I mean, you never know. Maybe just like they're like, oh, he prays. But anyway, beautiful, not a beautiful execution for Rin as he sends Ozaravecki the second time back into the base.
Yeah, this is rough. Ozaravecki needs to kind of go around with his team. Somebody needs to be able to babysit him at this point in time. They are taking way too many blows and not getting enough off the edge of the map. And Arts, he comes in trying to look for an opportunity to get on top top of someone. Doesn't really get on top of Long just yet. Rumple's still scouting out for where everybody is. And once they find them, then maybe? Whoa, what's up with a Kai? Okay, all right, now he's back to normal.
I mean, Saiyajin just dropping them beats, you know?
He's-
It's like, you know, yeah, I mean, they don't call it 1,000 pounder for nothing, right?
Yeah, that's true. Rap Battle coming this summer. That's
To cinemas near you.
Step Up featuring a Kai.
Oh my god, Step Up, the last stand. Man.
Oh, I'm losing my mind here.
I'm losing my mind too, but look at this, dude. A lot of dominance. They have SMG pretty much has total control pretty much of the bottom side of the jungle. And pretty much, like, although yes, the top side is free for the rest of the team to farm, but look at how greedy the entire lineup they had to go for, Geekfan has to go for. It's not enough. And outside just comes in with a beautiful 1,000 pounder with the Hurricane Dance. Gonna be locking out dear friend dominance towards the wall. Earthstone dominance on top of him as well, ensuring he will never be able to get away. Goten, however, gets punished and traded off for it, but that is gonna be for a tower.
That's looking pretty good here. Oh no, Zoroveki is taking... That was including his shields. He lost a good amount of health to that ult coming in from Lung. That is not a good sign.
I mean, it's never good as well. It's never good. I'm pretty sure she has 3 stacks right now.
Yeah, she's got 3 stacks and she just got a Blade of Heptases, and it looks like she's building up to a Blade of Despair, I think.
You know, it's a Blade of Despair hands down.
Oh boy.
I see long swords like on the way. I'm like, hey man, that's like a Blade of Despair. And remember, this is not a roaming healer. It's a side lane healer.
Yeah.
He's gonna be dealing all the damage here.
Oh, this is gonna be rough. I mean, I wonder how Vale is hanging up right now.
How is he hanging up every time the wind blow never connects on the hill? And let's be honest, he's gonna be saying, guys, I'm done.
Guys, run! Not now! And it looks like Goten, he's gonna take a little bit of damage here, but overall, it looks like Geekfam is slowly slipping away in this game. It's already 5k gold ahead for Team SMG, and they're gonna continue the oppression from here on out. No matter how much information Rumple can give, Zoroveki is the one looking to make the plays, the moves, and was okay, alright, he's gonna get caught out right about now. He takes it back, quickly goes in, doesn't get hit by the Raging Sandstorm. He's trying to make the outplay here.
Ooh, and I love the fact that...
Oh no!
Oh, Zoroveki! Oh no! Zion Senpai! You're a man! Although, yes, I agree, that could be just locked up anyway. Beautiful lockdown coming in from our dear friend Saiyajin on top of Zorn. But then again, here comes the rest of the team with the wind blow and the wind blade. It's going to be able to do a significant amount of damage, forcing melting down both Saiyajin and Long. Really great play, but not as insane as Zion Senpai landing that blind abyssal arrow on top of Zoroveki.
Ooh, this is going to be a lot closer of a game than we initially thought it was. Geekfam finding their stride here. Zorn, he's still able out, but here comes another pause.
Oh man, really great.
Just when they're coming back into the game, right?
Yeah, exactly, right? So now the funny thing is, as it is that Geekfam with their lineup, sure, they need farm, they need a lot of item, but most importantly, they just need positioning, the terrain advantage, which is pretty much which they successfully and beautifully pulled it off on top of that blue buff while trying to defend it. Yes, they managed to, the best part about it, they managed to take back that blue and punish 2 members for it. Yes, don't get me wrong, Saijin, beautiful engagement, by the way.
Yeah.
Beautiful lockdown on Zorn. But if you're doing that in front of the faces of both Vale and the rest of the team, bro, you have a lot of things coming.
Yeah, no, he really ate it there. He really ate it.
Like, a storm is coming. Like, you have no idea.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, I mean, he's probably going to learn from the mistake. It's like, okay, I can't do that anymore. Like, I really got to be careful about dominance here, because the moment somebody is going to get locked down with Selena, it's just going to be like, all right, you can jump in and what? Come on. Come on.
Oh man, you know, honestly, it was so rough. So many skills that just pop out. I just couldn't see Saiyajin anymore. I just see knockout. I see knockout, Zaman Force. And
yeah, he's just lost in the animations of everybody's abilities.
I'm just like, yeah, Saiyajin, you're dead. There's no way. If you got out of it, I'll be like, Yo, that's like two amazing plays that we saw in that game from SMG. First, the amazing Abyssal Arrow predicted, but not to say predicted, but it's just a blind one especially. Yes, I guess he did predict the route where Observation could potentially come from, but still, great prediction. And the second one would be if he actually, if Saijin got out of that situation.
Nah, probably not, but it would have been really impressive if he did. However, I will say that GeekFam's composition now coming to light. It looks like they really want to play for this mid to late game here. Like the early game, they've completely sacrificed. They completely sacrificed, and unfortunately, Ozoroveki had to pay the price for it. But that's okay because number one, Veil scales with levels.
Yeah.
So the longer the game goes, the more levels he's going to be getting, and his abilities become more and more empowered in that sense. So it's something pretty important because once he's able to get that final upgrade and making sure that his ultimate becomes this superstorm of an ultimate, then that's when the game is really going to start going into the favor of GeekFam.
Yes, and at the same time as well, I believe just from that that last skirmish alone, after especially Saijin, both Saijin and one of his other teammates had to experience, I'm pretty sure that's when they're going to be super motivated to try to close this game in this mid game as fast as possible because they just probably realize like, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
If that gets to the late game, and if they, because let's be honest, SMG were asserting dominance, but they were still farming. They still had a little bit of leeway, not too much, just enough to get a couple more items for themselves. So they cannot drag it to the late game. They have to end it as quickly as possible. But yes, sieging against them, that's going to be the real challenge.
Yeah, that's going to be quite a difficulty. I think what it comes down to with the composition is the timing of which the abilities hit. Because again, we are seeing Rumple. Oh, looks like we're going back into the game. Because as we see it, Rumple needs to be in prime position to drop down a smoke screen, which is, oh no, he's dead.
Oh no.
Zion Senpai one-shots Natalia. As I spoke about Rumple, I'm so sorry, dude. I feel so responsible for that.
It's a cast curse, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening.
Oh boy, I feel so bad for him. As I was about to mention what he was trying to do for his team, he instantly gets punished.
You know, Gideon, they're just gonna PM both of us. They're gonna be like, "Who's the one that called me out?" And I'm gonna be like, "Not me."
Oh
it ain't
boy,
me.
It ain't me, I swear. But yeah, Rumple taking his first death here. The moment he drops down his smoke screen, he is going to need almost instantaneous follow-up by either Arts or Dominus, one or the other, because Zorn and Ozoroveki are going to be the constant DPS hitting the front line. So as long as they're slow, it's going to be A-okay. I'm surprised I'm Senpai didn't go in there, but Zorn now is in a lot of trouble. Pops in the Zaman Force. He's getting enough of a shield. They can't really do anything. Oh, the execution doesn't kill Zorn. He's still alive with a little bit of HP. Oh my goodness. How is he alive?
Okay, alright. So, okay, I get it, right? So Team SMG totally understanding the fact that we need to end this game, but we can't siege against them because there's a lot of range spells and clearing that they actually have. So they're actually trying to force a fight outside of the base, but that's not the location of where you guys are actually forcing the fight. It's not very ideal for you guys. Yes, you can lock down. There's a lot of walls for Saiji to actually lock down with the Hurricane Nest. By the way, Zama's going to be committed, but Goten just might be able to get out of that situation. By the way, the quick set will be instantly cancelled out by the silence on top of Rumple. Well played, as Zorn picks up another kill for himself.
Great play here. You could see Zorn clearly backing out. I was like, nah, I can't do it. Rumple's like, don't worry, I got this. Oh, here it comes. The Zaman Force once more. He's going to be able to drop it down, put some damage, but he doesn't want to continue here because he knows that Ozoroveki needs that farm right now. Oh, he's got to be so careful. You can just see the edge of the Abyssal Arrow just fizzle off.
Oh man, but then again, we slowly see the GeekFam getting a little bit more dominance here, right? Because like we both said, mid to late game is pretty much where GeekFans really shine here. And especially since they won, not just one, but two of the small skirmishes, this gives them total control back of their jungle. But now Lord is currently spawned here. This might be just to decide on whether Team SG is able to take this Lord and push down towards that middle, or GeekFam takes it away for themselves.
Yeah, Rumple is going to be playing from brush to brush here. They have to be super, super careful. Like, you can see Team SMG, it looks like they're walking on eggshells right now because they know for a fact they're not entirely sure where Rumple is going to be, and when he shows up, it's almost guaranteed that somebody else is going to come running right after.
No, and the best part about it is, well, like Saijin, like, he's doing exactly what he does best for now, right? But once the situation really comes down to it, he really wants to try to go for that catch. Not for a 5v5, but just try to pick off at least one or two members at the same time, because really, that's the space that Team SG really needs to be able to achieve for themselves right now.
Yeah, once again, Going to be continuously looking for information to kind of play around them. Saiyajin is forced out of that position. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Zoraveki is coming into the side. Rumpel is trying to attract as much attention as possible.
Oh, no!
And here he comes with the blazing duetto. Zoraveki already chunks out. Zyme Senpai pretty low here. Arts is going to look for anybody he can disrupt up. Unfortunately, Rin, where is he going? Where is he going? Why did he go back into the team with the Phantom? Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And now they're trying to pull through, but it's not looking good. The Raging Sandstorm is going to talk out Dominus as well. The Hirebringer is not here. Rumpel's trying to get on out. Zorn still, he's able to get some damage down. What in the what was that fight?
Dude, honestly, yes, it's going to be for a 2-for-2, but then again, it's more leaning towards in the hands of GeekFam. But anyway, Logan's going to be jumping right into the mix as well. He's quite tanky, but remember, he's not that tank anymore. He actually built pure damage, and instantly, Zorn getting a killing spree. We're instantly able to nuke them down, break down that mid-tier 1 tower, and open up the map back in towards their favor.
I don't know what I just watched. I have so many questions.
I mean, not just you. I have a lot of questions.
I have so many questions.
Like for starters, right? Like, okay, I get it, right? Maybe in that earlier engagement as well, Rin got greedy when he saw Zorn being caught, right? Getting a little bit low as well. He went for the right side, but I think by the time he turned right, he saw the Black Dragon coming in, and it's like, yeah, I can't run anymore.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure the decision making. It just could be a misflick or something like that. And that's what I'm going to go with for now. But you can see Zoraveki, he's done with getting one shot. He bought the Twilight and he's like, I'm sick of this. I do not want to get one shot again.
Yes, but then again, now this gets a little bit more scary because right now GeekFam already catch up in terms of net worth as well. 34k, both very even on each side here. And Tower, ooh, Zoraveki jumped in the mix of Saiyajin, but he actually baited it out, and Zoraveki has no chance, but actually has to fall back with the Battle Mirror image. Rumpel gets into the mix of the Thorn Rose, does quite a amount of damage, and now Long, feeling the pressure, the fact that he actually went for pure damage here, doesn't really have enough sustain to really outtank the amount of burst coming out from GeekFam.
Yeah, this is pretty genius here. Like, honestly, he bought the Twilight armor. He goes into the middle of them by himself using the Blazing Duet. Saiyajin tries to disrupt him with his ultimate. Doesn't exactly get it. He just played that almost perfectly to the T, and then he just takes the Battle Mirror image back. That was so smart.
It was really smart. By the way, Luminous Lord pushing towards his top side. This is going to be the real play here. Whether they're going to be able to hold on the line for themselves. But then again, Team SMG has to be really careful because remember, if they lose a fight under their top inhibitor, that's pretty much game over in this case.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, so far, it's been a huge back and forth between these two teams here. And right now, GeekFam finally being able to find the motion and get that way, and get the, you know, those small 2 fights to get them this 2k goal lead in their favor. They have to make it count. If they don't get an inhibitor off of this game is going to drag even further, and that's going to put them in an awkward position because Team SMG, they're scaling quite well.
No Long, anyway, going to be dropping down the ulti, only dealing half amount of damage towards Rumpel. Long currently betting on that bush to give it that shield, but sadly enough, it's just going to be a mega kill for Rumpel. But then again, I love what he did though. Long sacrificed his life to ensure at least his team will be able to melt down that Luminous Lord before he actually hit that top inhibitor. By the way, Black Dragon is going to be coming in as well, go towards his back line. Raging Sensor coming from the side. Goten will not be able to connect all land on anybody. But here comes the wind blade and the wind blow. Even the quick side guard trying to allow you to sustain for as long as possible. And thankfully enough, Team SMG will hold.
Dominus dropped the ult really late there. really late. And that's a little unfortunate because I think that might have been, had he preemptively dropped his ultimate there, I think he would have been able to either the team would have been able to secure a free inhibitor or at the very least 1 or 2 kills.
But then again, real great plays coming from Team SG. Both Long and the rest of the team really holding out for as long as possible. Yes, Dominus dropped the ultimate a little bit too late there, but still doesn't matter. SMG is very happy with this. Now let's see how well the game goes.
Yeah. Looks like they have to wait for another minute plus until Lord comes back up. Yeah, this is the point where everybody starts to get to, you know, enjoys the scaling part of this game. Team SMG is just going to be, you know, holding on to whatever they can. They're going to hit their power spike, and so is GeekFam by the end of it. But GeekFam have okay, here comes another pause.
Oh man. But at the same time, you can also think about it this way, right? Yes, agree, like we both can sort of agree, whatever GeekFam actually went for inside this game was very greedy. But the fact they actually managed to hold out, play the long game here, managed to get all the necessary items they need. By the way, they're almost fully stacked, by the way. And in this case, it's now slowly backfiring SMG, because let's be honest, the only main damage dealer is pretty much Rin, and that's pretty much why we see Long. Yes, arguably he is the side lane playing the healer, so he wants to be a lot, he wants to be pure damage. But you also understand the fact that if Rin dies, then we pretty much has no damage at all. That's pretty much why he tried to build up in a way where if Rin is not able to deliver, or at least I will deliver, and then he just ends it there, that kind of thing. Because I'm just trying to think, like, if Rin dies, that's pretty much game. Like when it comes down to those team fights.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yes, if it does come down to those team fights, it's basically over. Because I don't see any other way they can out damage a team composition like this for now. And it really comes down to, can they actually get the outflank here?
Yeah.
And finding angles with a team composition, especially when they're trying to be proactive and they have the Yuzong naturally to try and disrupt the composition, it's tough. And they also have Rumple just making sure that their flanks are going to be safe before he gets into the fight. So it's an interesting composition that requires a lot of coordination with the team. And Geek Fam, the individuality of them actually is very helpful, because now they can be focusing on, okay, this is what I need to get to this point in the game. And once I get to that point in the game, then I can start playing with the team.
Oh yeah, but still, no, I'm just trying to picture this, right? The only way SMG could possibly win this game, right? Or at least try to mitigate the amount of damage that's being output by the team here, if they actually go for pickoffs.
I don't think they can go for pickoffs.
It's like, because at this point, Geek Fam are just constantly just sticking to each other like glue.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's pretty late into the game. They are missing towers. They are down 6 towers for the side of Geek Fam, so they don't exactly have a lot of safe places to kind of fall back to. And now that you don't have that, you're very dependent on Rumple looking for information while sticking with your team as much as you can, unless you're a Zoraveki who is naturally wanting to bring the enemy team towards him to bait them into a fight that they might not necessarily win.
Then what do you think about solo pickoffs though? Because like if we're talking about like just like both teams just trying to scout for themselves like 5v5, then yes, we definitely know how that's gonna go for sure, right? But if Zai Senpai was able to get a beautiful pickoff by himself, a solo pickoff for himself, will that really change the tide of this battle here?
It depends on who he picks off. Because right now, Zoraveki, he is purposefully going in, waiting for his Twilight Armor to get off of cooldown, run into the enemy, blast them through with as much damage as he physically possibly can, try not to get CC, go back to the Battle Mirror image, and then let the rest of Geek Fam come running through.
Oh man, but either way, this is a tough one as well. But anyway, Long is just going to try to do what he actually does best. Although, yes, it's going to be a little bit unique with the Hilda, but he's going to be trying to split push this bottom lane alongside with Rin.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea. You're forcing Geek Fam onto positions where they're not necessarily in the most comfortable. They control the bottom right side of the map, while Geek Fam control the top left side of the map. Oh, even Dominus is like, I gotta get myself some Twilight Armor.
I mean, everyone's got to get it right, but either way, Law's going to be coming on in exact 30 seconds here. Bottom lane is being pushed in, but it's going to be easily cleared up by Zoraveki. Out there, your friend. Rumple not too far behind either. And I love the fact that Long's still hugging around that river brush, because he just knows that, alright, I just want to push out this bottom lane. At least that way, if a Lord fight comes down, on the side of Geek Fam will at least be one man short.
Oh yeah, they would be. Yeah, no, you're right. But look at the way the Geek Fam is looking to try to enter the jungle here. They look for a little bit of Oh, Zarn. Zarn. It's already with the Black Dragon. Do they find the pickoff? No, they do not. Long all by himself, but Rumple does not want to mess with Long.
I'll be definitely for sure. But then again, now at least they know that there is no Black Dragon, especially when it comes down to this long fight. But let's be honest, Black Dragon is definitely going to be coming off cooldown pretty quickly here.
Yeah, I don't have any doubt in my mind. And right now, Geek Fam, the most ideal situation is that Team SMG starts off the Lord by themselves. But naturally, they aren't. Yeah, Team SMG knows what's up.
They will never do something like this. Never. They will at this point, especially since this is just potentially their last game as well. They cannot make even the smallest of mistake here.
Yeah, so they're going to send Zoraveki to split push by himself. Hilda's going to see this. Hilda's going to notice this. She's going to start responding. Yep, she's already walking up towards the wave. And you can tell that Zoraveki, he is not afraid of Hilda anymore. He's going to force Team SMG to do something about it. If not, Hilda can't do this by herself.
I mean, definitely for sure. By the way, here comes the rest of the team going for the rotation as well. Zoraveki doing quite the amount of damage. And then, don't forget as well, there's 2 siege tanks as well going to to be doing quite a amount towards the tower too. But Reggie says it's going to be able to connect on top of Dominant, on top of Rumble. That's going to be pretty big as well. But then again, Gold 10 betting on the quick set, guard to sustain as long as possible. But with the wind blow, he's just to get knocked out, disrupted, and instantly melted down. And now without the existence of Gold 10, taking this Luminous Lord will be an easy pick up for themselves. And Ozoroveki almost cleanly and smoothly take down the bottom tier tower.
Yeah, 3 of them can do it by themselves. They just have to keep running around just like this. But both of them together, it's going to be so unstoppable because, again, literally Rumple is working as a living ward, feeding information over to the rest of the team. And as long as they've got to push down on bot side, there is nothing much that they can do because they will guarantee win this 3v2 situation. Rin, he's got to make it happen here. He's got to take out Zorn in one fell swoop.
But anyway, Zorn gets a little bit down low, resets it, Ars comes in with the Black Dragon, but then again, Zorn, he gets silent, but still able to get away out of that sticky situation. Science Endpoint, not too far apart, throws out the missile arrow, there will be no connection. But then again, this is pretty much what he tried to aim for. Sadly, he was not able to go and melt down Zorn, but he's able to reset that Luminous Lord, buying a little bit more time. At least this way, Gold 10 will be respawned. At least they have the full 5-man team.
Somebody needs to commit to something here. Both sides just refuse to initiate the battle, and when they do, they just back off because they know it's not on their terms. So it's, again, somebody is going to have to force the situation. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but right now, GeekFam very happy to initiate these situations, but it can get very dicey if it doesn't work out.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. And now just also, and the worst part about it, because this game is like pretty late as well, everyone is super stacked, like unbelievably. Although yes, our dear friend Natalia or Rumble in this case still has like 1 or 2 items to really come back to really catch up with the rest of the team. But it doesn't really matter because the rest of the team just doing so much more damage in this place here.
Yeah, once again, Rumple's just holding on. Akai's gonna walk up, see what's going on here. Oh no, he gets hit by the Abyssal Arrow. Their living ward is gone. They have to back off here. There's nothing they can do about this situation any further. They're just gonna stick around, stay nearby, make sure that the moment they start, they can actually commit to something here. But as of yet, you can see, you can already see Ozoroveki, he's making his way towards the safe side of the map. Again, Zion Senpai. Oh, they find the catch. This is it. And now he is down, instantly shutting down Zorn. This is the fight that they've been looking for, the pick that they were looking for. Team SMG lose 2 for 2. Wow, everybody's just getting one shot.
Yeah, everyone's just getting one shot because that's just how much damage the fact that GeekFam really has. And now at this point, they just totally understand the fact like, we just got kill 1. We need to have a pure, clean wipe if we really want to try to end this game, because the fact that each of these players is doing so much damage is super hard to do it. Anyway, Ars finds the fact that Rin is going to be something to the Lord as well. They easily have to back off. Ozoroveki, there goes the wind blow and the wind blade. Gold 10 no just has to commit the Raging Sandstorm, even with the Quicksand Guard, just to try to sustain, and they have no choice but to let the Luminous Lord go.
Yep, but once again, back to the stalemate. Both teams refusing to go further than this, waiting for the perfect conditions to make it happen, yet not forcing these conditions. You have to admit, though, Zion Senpai has been landing some pretty insane arrows on blind targets.
You know, he really has, but in this case, he really needs to become godlike in this case. He has to be like Moon from Dota in this case if he really wants to pull the win against GeekFam right now, because that's just how strong GeekFam is inside this game.
Really, really terrifying how quickly Zion Senpai just disappeared from the map.
And that's just from Ozoroveki alone, by the way.
Oh boy.
Without the Blazing Duet too, by the way.
Yeah. Now this time they're actually changing up the strategy. They're allowing Rumble to get the push down on bot side, Ozoroveki to kind of hover around mid side without committing too hard, while the rest of the GeekFam is just camping around this Luminous Lord. The moment the push starts to happen, they could look to intercept whoever comes through the jungle. Are they gonna do it, Go 10?
No. Because of the fact that Ozoroveki is able to take this blue for free as well, so he just totally understands the fact like, alright, no one's gonna come to the jungle. Gota is still in the lane, and now finding anyone who comes to the jungle right now is just pretty much our dear friend Long.
Man, they really need to get rid of this Akai here. Seijin is just getting too much information, and he always camps there.
Oh man, by the way, Abyssal is going to be able to connect. Ooh, the knockout for the lock. Could that be quite crucial? Saijin gets caught off guard, but here comes Ozoroveki with the Blazing Duet into the battle area, but he gets locked out with the Hurricane Dance as well. What a play coming in from the big man himself, and Long diverting attention from the team away from the Lord. Now they don't have Ozoroveki. Now they do not have any other clearing.
Why would they change? Why were they chasing Hilda? All right, whatever.
No time to point!
Oh no, he's gonna get caught in the background. Rumpel finds the alright opportunity, but Goten is all by himself while the rest are going out. Rumpel still is able, can he take him out? Yes, he does! He finds him out! This is looking good. Now Hilda, she can't clean this up by herself. Rumpel could try to make something happen, but it's not gonna be enough. Arts trying to get into range, misses the initial hit, finally secures that kill. That's gonna be a 4-for-2 trade-off here. They need to break this inhibitor right here, right now.
Oh no, but then again, they only have one secret long. He needs to make the play. But suddenly the Black Dragon, including the wind blow and the ultimate, instantly he disappeared. And King Fam will be taking game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, the comeback is real.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, what a game this has been. Geek Fam